Hello everyone, we're here today in Lake Orion, Michigan, a little bit southwest of the downtown area where the lake, you can see it's frozen over there, and the island out in the water all frozen over. Really a beautiful sight. Lake Orion's a really pretty lake. Lots of houses cramped over on top of each other. And Lake Orion has a great history, which we've been talking about, we'll talk about in the future, but today's is going to be this little neighborhood here along Heights Road that used to be referred to as Orion Heights in the old maps and the postal guides. There really was never any store or business district here. I guess this is as close to the business district as we could come to right here. We have this little convenience store, party store here that's been here certainly as long as I can remember. It's very popular among boaters now who come here, tie up, and then run over, get a pizza, and head back off. The only other store that was here when I was a small child was this tall building right here on the corner. Was called the German Bakery, and we used to walk over here. Me and my grandfather would walk over here and get fresh baked bread a couple times a week, as we lived just up over that hill there. And we're going to head over that way and show you that part of Orion Heights here right now. Well, I wasn't really planning on taking a picture of this, but we're right on the edge of my old homestead area here, where the house where I first remember living in. And I saw this really cute igloo here, and you don't see that very much. People take the time to build something like that all out of snow anymore, and that's just really great. I always wanted an igloo when I was a kid. I was never able to figure out how to build one, and these people got it down pat from the looks of it. That's a really nice looking 2-room igloo there, and that's a great job for those people who did that. Look at that, isn't that cool? Alright, moving along anyway. We're coming up over the hill toward where I used to live at. Sorry for the sunlight. This area here has had a lot of interesting things happen. This house right here, we can see, is right next door to where I used to live, and the lady who lived here was actually murdered right here in the driveway. Mrs. Marlene Wayne died here. She was murdered by the son of a local constable, and that was a very tragic situation. Her husband was in the hospital because he was involved in a tragic auto accident where he was a truck driver and almost killed and ended up in the hospital the rest of his life. Very, very sad what happened to their family. And now we're here in the parking lot of the Heights Market, which is where we used to go to get little groceries and stuff when we lived right here in this little house at 600 West Clarkston Road. And the house was kind of small, but the backyard was really nice. And had a big backyard. We had chickens, ducks, geese, all that kind of waterfowl stuff, a little barn, a big garden on the back hill back there, which all used to be a lot more open than it is now. My great-grandfather raised potatoes and other vegetables and such there, and we used to would slide down this hill here in the wintertime. Again, a lot of these trees that weren't here then, that was over 50 years ago. And the house itself wasn't actually like that then. The house was just a basement house at the time. There was no upper level on it. It was just a basement with a flat roof. And my uncle purchased the house from my great-grandfather in the late 60s and finished it off and built the second floor on it. But he only stayed there a couple years, and he moved up to Newberry in the Upper Peninsula. But this is what I consider the first house I actually remember living in. And it was nice. It was nice. My dad, my grandmother, my grandfather Fred, and my great-grandfather Cassius. And this was a little store next door, Orion Heights Market. It was the kind of store that had a house attached to the back of it. That back part there used to be living quarters for the man who owned the store. And he died tragically of suicide, shot himself in the back store one time, and I was friends with his little daughter. We used to hang out in the backyard here, which was all fenced together, nice grassy area. And then within a few weeks after that, they had packed up and moved away. The store was sold, and that was the end of them. It was pretty sad. And also, while I lived here, that house over on the other side over there, the brick house, that one there was the local car dealer owned that house, and he was killed in a car accident on the way to work. His car skidded on the ice and hit a tree, and I think his name was Jerry something, Jerry Height maybe. Anyway, he died. So there's a lot of people around here, a lot of interesting, sad occurrences happened around here, but like I say, I have mostly positive memories of living here. It was great, it was fun growing up here in the country with the little farm animals that we had, and it's not so much country anymore. It's surrounded by houses now. It looks like even the back of the property has been subdivided for more building and development. But I just wanted to share this with you. Orion Heights, the Orion Heights Market, 600 West Clarkston Road, the old German bakery, and Lake Orion, of course. Where my son, my oldest son David, actually lives on Lake Orion right now. So, thanks for watching. Have a great day.